lovely friends, my name is Sari Steam and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a look with the Sugarpill Black Capsule. This came out back in October. It's not really new, but it's new to me. I really was interested in this one. Let's see if I can show you without blinding you. But I really held off. It was kind of a weird color story. However, I kept seeing it and then they had a sale right after Valentine's Day, so I went ahead and snagged it. So if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. Alright, and I'm going to start by priming my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Then I'm just going to tap it out with my finger. I do want to do a blown out lower lash line, so I put kind of a lot down there as well. Okay. Alright, and the first thing I'm going to do is go into this green called Grim. It's kind of a yellowy, kind of acidic looking green. And I'm going to use my Morphe M506, which is a tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to put that right into my crease. I love Sugarpill shadows. I think Sugarpill might actually be one of my very favorites. I'm just popping this all over my crease. I actually just dipped into the other green there. That is called Oogie, this one here. And I'm going to use that to deepen it up. Just here in the outer portion. I'm just dipping back into Oogie. It's such a pretty color. I love those together. And then back into Grim, which is the greeny one, the greeny yellow. I'm just blending on that outer corner a little bit more. I don't want to bring this too far down because I want to go in with the pinks and purples on the bottom, so I don't want those to try to blend together. I like how that's looking. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and jump down to the bottom lash line before I do my shimmers. And I'm going to start with the darker purple. That one is called Coven. And I'm going to press that right up against my lower lash line. Then we'll blend it out with the lighter one. So pretty. I love that color. I know in the pan they look really similar, the lighter purple and darker purple, but I've really found the darker purple is really a purple, whereas the lighter one is more of a magenta pink. And I'm using my Morphe M508 for this. I'm just going to kind of wipe that off a little bit and go right into the lighter purple, which is called Gloomy, this one. And I'm just going to go right below where we put the darker one. Little like that, I think. I'm probably gonna go back to that and just kind of deepen it up. But next I'm gonna go ahead and go into my shimmers. I'm going back and forth as to if I want to darken up this outer corner with the blue just to kind of mesh the green and purple together. I think I'm actually going to do that before I go into the shimmers. And I'm going to use this big blue one called Purgatory. And I'm just going to put that just in the very outer corner on my lid. Oh, that's very pigmented. What a pretty color. And you can see that kind of meshes the green and the purple below it together a little bit. I'm going to take just a little bit of that into my crease just because it's such a pretty color. Just very lightly. Like that. And I'm not going to go on with any glitter primer to start, but I'm going to go first into the bluer shimmer. This one is called Ritual, and I'm going to put that in the first third of my eye on the inner corner. I'm going to try it dry first. We may need to add a glitter primer. It doesn't look like it's picking up the best on my brush. Hopefully you can see that. But we're going to try it dry. Oh wow. So even dry, that is a beautiful shimmer. It is sticking beautifully to my lid. I am going to do this in kind of a half cut crease shape, but I'm not going to bother with cutting the crease. Wow, that's so pretty. And I am going to take this at kind of a diagonal because I want to finish it off with the more purpley indigo shimmer. And kind of fade it into that blue that's in the outer corner. And I am dipping back and forth a lot. If I had used either a glitter primer or sprayed my brush, I wouldn't have to do that. But I just wanted it to be kind of a more gentle shimmer today. You can see I took it at kind of a diagonal, and the last thing I'm going to do, on the shimmers at least, is go into this purpley blue called Hex, and I'm pretty much just going to fill in the last of my lid to finish up my eye. Then I'm going to blend a little bit, add a little bit more purple and pink to blow out that lower lash line, and then catch up my other eye. This Hex shade is definitely a little harder to pick up on my dry brush. I'm kind of having to go in and out a couple of times, but it looks like it is going on really nicely once I get it on the brush. And this look is inspired by Beautbean's First Impressions. I'll link her video down below. But that was really the video that made me really want this palette and the one that made me keep going back and thinking about it. So definitely check her out. And let me know what you think of my recreation. That kind of indigo color is beautiful. I do think the indigo really could have benefited from being either sprayed or applied with a glitter primer, but it's still lovely by itself as well. Okay, so I'm liking how that's looking. And I'm going to add a little bit, I think, of the pink shimmer as well. See if I can show you that without blinding you. This one is called Psycho Candy. That's super cute. And I'm just going to put that in this little inner of my lower lash line, just to get a little bit of shimmer there. Again, I think that pink is one that could really benefit from a glitter primer, but it's still really pretty. I'm gonna go in just a little bit more to that darkest light purple color, this one called Coven. And just go in and do a little bit of blending. And into the lighter one, which was called Gloomy, this one here. I do have a little bit of fallout, but it should brush off. I'm gonna go back into my blending brush and into that first shade, which was called Grim, this one. And I'm just gonna blend around the edges here on the outside. Very gently because I don't want that pink and green to really mesh. And a little bit into the darker green, which is called Oogie. And last into this dark blue called Purgatory. Alright, and I think I like where this is at. So I'm going to catch up the other eye, throw something in my waterline and on my lips, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Alright, here's our finished look. I finished off using the LA Girl lip pencil in Blaze in my waterline and the NYX Shine Out Loud, and this is in the shade, does it say the shade? Next Gen Thinking. So this is interesting. I actually ended up overlining my lips a little bit more than I intended to with this, just because the formula was so slippy. When I was putting on the color, it was just kind of going everywhere. So bear with me that my lips are a little heavy today. This also dried down extremely sticky. So the stick went away when I added the gloss. I'll keep wearing it and see if it lasts. This is supposed to be mask proof, to where only the gloss will wear off, but the color underneath is locked in. Overall though, for the palette, the Sugarpill Black Capsule, so far I am so happy with this. I love the colors in here. Ooh, if I can get it in the right direction. I love the colors in here so much. This one I had to really come around to. I thought when I first saw it that the colors were a little bit random. Especially for like a Halloween release. They're really bright, but there's so many different things that I want to do with this palette that I'm so glad I picked this one up. I definitely would highly recommend it. I have the pink capsule and now the black one, and so far the formula on these has just been fantastic. So definitely, if you've been eyeballing it, I would definitely suggest it. And again, make sure that you check out Beautbean's video where she did a very similar look. This one is inspired by that. Let me know if you like it. Is this a palette that you want to pick up? Is it one that you were a little bit confused by, but maybe you're coming around to? I'd love to know what you're thinking. Beyond that, stay safe, and I hope you have a wonderful day.